November 24, 1971. A Boeing 727 $200,000 in cash and a man who simply ceased to exist. Everyone thinks a crime scene is where a criminal leaves evidence. They're wrong. Sometimes it's where they vanish without a single, undeniable trace, leaving behind only an enduring legend. On the eve of Thanksgiving, a man calling himself Dan Cooper boarded Northwest Orient Flight 305 from Portland to Seattle. He was nondescript, a dark suit, a black tie, a white shirt, and an attaché case, just another business traveler. Shortly after takeoff, Cooper handed a note to flight attendant Florence Schaffner. She initially dismissed it, thinking he was a lonely businessman trying to flirt. The note, however, contained a chilling message: "I have a bomb in my briefcase." Schaffner, now genuinely alarmed, sat next to him. Cooper opened his briefcase, revealing an array of red cylinders, wires, and a large battery. He coolly stated his demands: $200,000 in $20 bills, 4 parachutes, and a fuel truck in Seattle. The pilot immediately contacted air traffic control. The FBI was notified. As the plane circled Puget Sound for 2 hours, the authorities scrambled to meet Cooper's demands, prioritizing the safety of the 36 passengers and 6 crew members. Upon landing in Seattle, Cooper allowed all passengers to disembark, along with Schaffner and another flight attendant. He kept only the cockpit crew and one flight attendant, Tina Mucklow, on board. The money and parachutes were delivered. Cooper meticulously inspected the money and parachutes. He rejected one military-style parachute, demanding a civilian model. His attention to detail suggested a surprising familiarity with skydiving equipment, a detail that would haunt investigators. With the supplies secured, Cooper ordered the plane to take off again, instructing the pilot to fly south-southeast at a low altitude, below 10,000 feet, with the landing gear down and the cabin unpressurized. A truly bizarre set of instructions. Somewhere between Seattle and Reno, over a dark, stormy expanse of southwestern Washington state, Cooper did the unthinkable. He lowered the aft stairs of the 727, strapped on 2 parachutes, and jumped into the freezing night. The FBI immediately launched Norjack, Northwest Hijack, one of the most extensive and expensive manhunts in U.S. history. Thousands of agents, soldiers, and volunteers scoured the rugged terrain, yet found nothing, not a trace of Cooper. Investigators theorized Cooper was an experienced skydiver or military veteran, given his knowledge of parachutes and his calm demeanor. But no one matching his description with such skills was ever reported missing or linked to the crime. The weather conditions that night were brutal. High winds, heavy rain, and near-freezing temperatures. Many experts believed Cooper couldn't have survived the jump, let alone landed safely in the dense, mountainous wilderness. Then, in 1980, 8 years after the hijacking, a boy named Brian Ingram found a bundle of decaying $20 bills on the banks of the Columbia River. The serial numbers matched the ransom money, a genuine, tantalizing clue. This discovery, known as the Tina Bar find, opened new theories. Had Cooper drowned? Was the money washed downstream from his landing site? The FBI intensified their search in that area, but still, no body, no parachute, no briefcase. Over the decades, countless suspects emerged. Richard McCoy, Kenneth Christiansen, Dwayne Webber. Each had a compelling, often circumstantial, case against them. Yet none could be definitively proven to be the elusive Skyjacker. Richard McCoy, a skydiving enthusiast and former Green Beret, was particularly intriguing. He hijacked a plane 4 months after Cooper using a similar M.O., but he was caught and maintained his innocence regarding the Cooper case. In 2016, the FBI officially suspended its active investigation into D.B. Cooper, acknowledging the lack of new leads. The case remains open, but the resources are no longer dedicated to an active search. The legend, however, lives on. D.B. Cooper's escape remains the only unsolved skyjacking in U.S. history. He jumped into the night, into a storm, into legend. Did he survive? Did he spend his ransom? Or did the wilderness claim him, leaving only the mystery behind? The enduring fascination with D.B. Cooper speaks to our collective intrigue with the impossible. A man who defied capture, leaving behind a riddle etched into the annals of true crime, a phantom of the skies. Explore another baffling disappearance that left investigators equally stumped.